See, signs with synchronicity start clicking in right away. I did something wrong the first time. It wasn't right. And I was like, this is not how it's supposed to look. So I had to cancel the video and start all over. Except I regained access. Everybody wanted to know. I'm just saying. Anyway, hey Leo people. The title I got for you is Be Careful What You Take for Granted. And for most of y'all, I don't feel like it'll be you that took it for granted. Maybe got taken for granted. But I feel like it's a few of y'all that took some shit for granted. So, thank you, Spirit, because all you know me. Somebody is going to come to you and they're going to say something to you. And it's going to sound really, 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 really believable. But it's bullshit. And in your gut, in the very pit of your stomach, you'll be able to feel that it's bullshit. You should absolutely go with the fact that it's bullshit and not entertain it. Or go with the decision that you would choose if you realize that you're dealing with bullshit. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. You know, if you know it's bullshit, don't deal with it, right? If you realize you're dealing with bullshit, you probably won't deal with it, or would you? I don't really know, but you should. Okay, it's gonna sound real good. You might even want to believe it, but you shouldn't. Okay, because what's happened is somebody's gonna take some shit for granted, and they didn't realize what's the word. I always say the word. I'll be trying to find some other stuff to say. But it's the worth, because you won't take, when you know something is real valuable, you're gonna tread lightly, you're gonna be careful, you're gonna make sure you treat it nice, be, you know how you go. But if you don't know the value in something, you might mistreat it or take it for granted. And somebody's only just now realizing something. But um they like fucked it up, took it for granted or something. So now they got to come back here with this crystal clean ass lie. I mean, that lie cleaner than the board of health. You hear what I'm telling you? It's a good ass lie, and that's why you got to be real careful. Because when they tell it to you, it's gonna sound real good. They're gonna draw you in. You're gonna be interested. You're gonna want to jump on the train. But baby, don't you get your ass on there. You hear what I'm saying? Listen to your gut. Your gut is telling you, man, that sounds so good, but it is bullshit. Okay? Somebody is trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and should you believe them, you won't fuck around and find out. So this probably ain't for everybody, but for the people that it is for, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, rather. This is somebody who all of a sudden found out the worth or the value of something or somebody. Now they got to come back and try to clean up their mess. But there's no way from their perspective that they could tell you the truth and it's going to clean up the mess that they made. So they're going to come back and they're going to try to tell you a really, really good lie. And it's going to sound believable. You're going to even want to believe it. But you're not going to if you go with your intuition. Because everything's going to be saying yes, but your intuition will be saying no. So you go with that over everything. Hey, Miss King. I brought my smoke here because I already know this is one of them. Well, I bring it every time, but I just be feeling the need to lean off lately. But, uh, you know, I brought it because I knew this is, thank you. Look, I brought it in here because I knew that they was about to stress me out. You what, baby? What they say? You 13. Baby, you got to go. You got to hold on. Take that person out. They got to go. Put them in timeout forever. Shit, you gotta be, look, people be trying to set me up. In that comment, he put he 13, knowing that the age restriction is 18. See, people be playing games. How they playing games? They playing games. That's necessary. But it made me think of something else. But is that relevant? Obviously, it's here. So let's go back to when a person tells you what they tell you and it sounds real good. You want to believe it, everything, trust in it, but your intuition, right? So once you get on board with your intuition and just come to grips with the fact that this just ain't gonna be what you wanted it to be, right? Or it's not gonna go how you want it to go, or this person just ain't gonna act the way that they should. Once you get it, come to grips with that in your mind and in your heart, because your intuition already have, then you're gonna get irritated. This is the part that I just came up with intuitively when I ain't come up to with it downloaded in. Okay, so but you're gonna start to get irritated because in this moment you're gonna realize, or you're gonna feel or see from a perspective that somebody is trying to insult your intelligence. Somebody knows that you're intuitive. They know that you're not stupid. It's not easy to pull wool over your eyes. They can't pull a fast one on you. They know that you one of them hard motherfuckers to lie to. So you're going to start getting irritated at this point because now you feel like a motherfucker's trying to insult your intelligence. So now you're trying to treat me like a dummy. Like, not everybody might, but somebody's going to. They're going to get irritated because who are you talking to? Like, who the fuck are you talking to, dude? Like, or chick? Like, people will. This is my problem. I'm going to add this in. Did you? It might resonate with y'all, or it might not. I'm just throw this in here. This is my problem with people. Because this whole situation I'm talking to you about, you will come in my face, right? And you'll talk to me like we cool, like we friends, like you care about me, right? But then you'll turn around and be that person that wants me to believe that lie. And it sounds real good, and I want to believe it so bad, but on my intuition is saying it's bullshit. So I'm going to have to go with my intuition. Well, me, I'm going to have to, because I know better than to not, right? So I'm going to have to, no matter if I want to or I don't want to. I know better than to not to. So I'm going with the intuition, right? Damn. Oh, okay. So then I'm going with the intuition. So now my mind and my heart is with the intuition. And now I'm starting to get irritated because you playing in my face like I'm stupid. Right? Now, but I'm even more irritated because you want me to turn around and call you my friend. You want me to turn around and call you my friend, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, if you a man, whatever. Right? You want me to call you something to me. But you playing in my face. See how manipulative people can be? Y'all got to be careful out there. That's why I'm telling you, go with your intuition. I don't give a fuck what that motherfucker saying. I don't care how good it sound. I don't care if they pull up with a ring. Tell the motherfucker no. Okay? It's just no. For real. I'm just saying, because people, be careful with yourself. You are responsible for protecting yourself. Nobody else. You. And people will turn around and want to do that to you, manipulate you, play in your face, but then want you to turn around and call them a friend. You're not no fucking friend. You a backstabber on a spiritual level. What the fuck are you talking about? You want to come here, feed me this bullshit, tell me to trust you and tell me to believe it, and then you're going to say you my friend. What kind of friendships you used to having? It's happening a lot out here. Y'all be careful. I'm just saying. Whoever this is, go with your intuition. Your intuition ain't gonna lie, okay? Okay. God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please give us some clear and concise messages. Thank you, Miss King. I appreciate you, girly. Please give us some clear and concise messages for the Leo people. Or people with Leo placements, maybe even dealing with a Leo. Okay? What's the message? What do we need to hear at this time? On the energy of high vibration, high frequency, and high white light is welcome here, spirit. No energy of low vibration, low frequency, or negativity is welcome. And I ask that you rebuke it in the name of you. Amen, 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 amen. And thanks for being here, Sarah. All right. What we got for the Leo people? What did I hear that song on? I want to say, I often tell myself that we can be more than just friends. I sang that before to somebody. Who was it? I know that you think that if it would move, I know you think that if we move too soon, it would all end. I think the dog got to go out.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could take him out.
Okay. Let the dog out, Leo. Except y'all leave him out there. Or, I live in misery when you're not around, and I won't be satisfied till we taking those vows. Okay, that's somebody pulling up and driving. Remember, I know they better not be pulling up to my house because nobody called me and said shit. That's what I'm waiting on at this point. Xavion.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't even know.
Okay, me either. All right. The instant. Okay, me and the instant got a love-hate relationship. He be tripping on me sometime. Hold on. Okay. I don't know. Somebody just out there riding to their lip service. That's fine with me. Ain't that what it is? Something service. Big lotto. Somebody might have let it. Somebody cheated and took them back. But there's other people out there, you know. I mean, I was gonna say people make mistakes. But it's a thin line. It's between mistakes and playing crazy. Anyway, we got mistakes down there. Intimacy, fantasy. Daydreaming, imagining.
Okay, let's go. Pick.
The dog's not listening. I don't know the dog sign because I just got him. After like 6 months, I usually be keeping a track. I don't know the turtle sign either, but I know the cat sign. She a Taurus. I got her at birth. Come on, puppy.
He's searching for somewhere to go poop.
Lord, I should have took him out before the video. Y'all interrupted.
Pick. Stop trying to eat the grass. Go. Go now.
The dogs don't, you know, those micro bullies, they don't get that big. They just be ankle length. They just start getting cocky and fat, and that's it. They don't get no bigger. They just be little. They can't even lay down properly. That's how you know that's just people doing shit that they want to do. Let's just create a big dog with a little dog and see how they work. The dog come out stubby. It's like a midget dog, if I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. Anyway, moving right along. Fantasy, intimacy, mistakes. Longing, breaking point, shocking, bitterness, memories. Somebody's mistakes, misunderstood, victim and soul, lost soul. Intimacy says bonding, sensual, confiding. Fantasy is daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. This is some type of time a person had before and that they're longing for again. But somebody messed it up with mistakes here. But the mistakes, I just feel like energetically this mistakes card is aggressive. You know, it's not like, oh man, it's a misunderstanding. It's like, no, it's more than just a mistake. It's like a big, huge mistake or a fuck up. I feel like it put a whatever the mistake was, it put a big distance between the people. Whereas they used to bond like this, you know, they used to be close. And now somebody got to daydream about it, to long for it. Because a breaking point has been reached. Because some type of turmoil is causing a shocking, unexpected outcome or reaction to an action. Somebody got upset, they got hurt, they got angry, they got bitter from something that took place. But I feel like it took place in the past with the memories card, but somebody just now got the proof. They just now got the facts, the truth, the intentions, the honesty behind whatever took place in the past. Oh, somebody's mad because they finding out somebody put some type of hex on them. A curse to keep them trapped and keep them exhausted. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. I'm laughing because the fact that a motherfucker's sitting here watching to see if it's working. Like, whatever they did, somebody put a curse on somebody, making them feel, to trap them. That's what they wanted to do, to tie them down and captivate, to make them captive, to make them stuck, to deplete them, drain them. And then they watch and see if it worked. Ugh, what kind of sick motherfuckers are these? Healing, releasing, purifying. This is why you can't trust a motherfucker. Because they act like this shit right here. Somebody needs to heal their pride. Somebody's pride need healing because fuck your pride. It don't mean shit. Yeah, your pride only means shit because of this pain that you need to heal. And that's what it's distance between you and this person, and it really need to stay that way. I feel like you do think about them, but you feel like it's a waste of your time. It's hopeless. They're gonna be who they are, and that's not something you can work with. But you're still conflicted about getting back out there because you still feel some type of way about this person. You feel like that's your twin flame, divine masculine energy coming out. But I feel like there's some type of confessions that this divine masculine has, but he's resistant to them. At the same time, God lusting. He's resistant to confessing whatever it is he needs to confess. But he's lusting over you and stressing about you. Ecstasy, peace, escaping, conflict. See, he's running from the feelings because they're causing problems. It all keeps boiling down to some type of apology. Somebody's getting a little bit obsessed here. But that's not some. I feel like that's different from whoever this person is. It's some weirdo motherfucker here that put a spell on the motherfucker so that they would be depleted, exhausted, and trapped. And they're watching right now to see how their spell is working out on the motherfucker that they put it on. Like creepy old bitch. I done pull out all the cards. Look. This up from the bottom though. I didn't even get to shuffle out anything. Leo. Clinging. Hanging on, obsessing, spying. See, look, the motherfucker still watching. Is the person, whoever's obsessing is still obsessing, and the motherfucker still watching to see if that little bullshit they try to send your way works. Still looking. Memories. Somebody can't let something go that happened. Confusion. Yeah, there it is. You can't. They're confused. You can't let it go. It's something from the past that happened, and you're clinging on to it. And this is why you're confused, unsure, unclear, uncertain about what to do next. Yeah, there's possibilities, but it's risky. Possibilities, free-spirited, adventures, and risks. It's risky to trust a motherfucker again. After what they did, whatever this memory is for you that you can't seem to let go of, that might just mean for you that you can't forget this person. You can't find yourself in this situation again. And that's okay. But that might not be something you want to admit to yourself or the situation because your heart will still be pumping some type of feelings about it. But beauty. Maybe you greater than this. You better than this. You bigger than this. Maybe it's below you, beneath you. And I hate to say it like you better than something, but somebody might need to just realize all the beauty they hold within themselves. And realize that it's much bigger than this. And you deserve way better than that. And then a lot of times it ain't that you don't know you deserve better. It's just that you want to bear with your motherfucker because you want to work with them because you care about them. But you can only work with a motherfucker who ain't working with you or they self. So what are you to do? And then when you get in love with a motherfucker like that and you stuck in love, carrying something you wishing you would have kept on motherfucking going. So just be smart about it, damn it. Shut that heart of yours down because it'll hurt, and it'll heal, baby. But if you keep dragging yourself through situations, it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt. That's what I used to tell myself. But at first I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stop trying to be there. I wouldn't stop trying to be there even though I said, well, it hurts, constantly trying to hold on to some shit. And it keeps hurting no matter how much I keep trying to hold on. But when I walked away, it hurted. But it just got better each day, because the distance between, I don't know. Shit, I don't know if it's the distance or what. But healing take place because I'm not keep constantly trying to turn back to the same shit that's scarring me. Because it's hard to do that, right? It's hard to try to heal something. If the Band-Aid is your healing, but you keep ripping the Band-Aid off, then it's going to be hard to heal. That's all. Especially when you're dealing with somebody who's shallow, right? But there it is. They want a second chance at this chemistry. But see, this is the problem. Open heart, but it's only you, right? Only you are the one that's got your heart open. While you dealing with somebody who's shallow than the motherfucker, how does that work? How do we put shallow together with deep? We fucking can't because you too scared you're going to drown, baby, and I ain't coming out the water because I'm comfy. What we going to do? Ain't shit to do. So, well, I'm sad, but I guess I got to go my way because it is what it is, and that's what it's boiling down to. But this is when people realize that they should have been careful what they took for granted because some things are worth the risk. And I'm not talking to the person in this situation who's holding on to the past. And holding on to the past ain't the best thing for you either. But I'm saying you're holding on to it in a way where you're using it to decipher whether it's safe to go forward with a person like this again or not. Now, I don't feel like you should hold on to it and carry it on and be like, oh, because this happened, I'm never going to date again. Like, I don't feel like it should be like that. But you should keep that right there in the very front of your mind. Whatever happened in that past, especially when you're trying to go back to somebody who done that. You need to make sure that people changed, that they ain't moving like this no more. You already know in the back of your mind that they're capable of it. So that's already one problem. It's just like, Well, Sarah, baby, I'm gonna tell you this: you got to do what's best for you, but you especially got to do what's best for them babies or that baby. And that's where I be at with it, cause it's just important. And yeah, sometimes you be wanting that for your kid, but sometimes that ain't it. Not saying it's your situation, but I got my baby. I can run situations down. You hear what I'm talking to you? I'm saying I got one that don't be getting to see at all. I gotta talk to these kids be listening. Yeah, cause shit, people be in broken cycles, and before I bow down and allow my daughter to be or my son to be a part of your broken cycle, you just won't fucking see them. That's how I see it. Because my job as a parent is to protect my babies. And the rest I was for them, but if it's endangering their health or their well being, then what the fuck am I to do? My hands tied. Lord, fix it. That's all I can do. I prayed about it a couple times, but that's all I'm gonna be able to do. But I know it's a lot of parents out there that didn't listen to their kids, or they sent their kids somewhere where they, maybe on their gut they feel like they shouldn't. And then I always think about that little boy, and he tell his mom, "Well, my dad said he's gonna kill me this weekend." Yeah, who the fuck still? She still sent the little boy to daddy killed him. Did y'all hear about that? Like the 7 year old little boy, was he 7 or was he 13? I might be mixed. I think he was 7, but he just said it to his mama like that casually. I don't know why. I'm not trying to say that that's part of your situation, baby. I don't know. This is just coming out and I'm rolling with it. But she said she ain't take it seriously. But I just all of that stuff bothers me as a parent when I'm sending my kids anywhere. I don't give a damn if it's my mama. You hear what I'm saying to you? I'm going to war with anybody about my baby. So I just be real careful about it because I want to avoid the war that I know I will go to. So let's just nip it in the bud. Because I don't know. People are crazy. And I like no, I shouldn't say something, but I'm going to say it anyway. Krishan in Blueface. I do like Rashawn. I really do like her. I just feel like she got to separate herself, and heal up in order to access her best potential. But the baby be right in the middle of all of that. Do anybody care? Like, I seen a little clip earlier, her getting locked up, and I didn't even bother to stop and watch it because I've seen so much about them already. Baby, I don't know what to tell you about that, but I know co-parenting. It's a co-parenting and it's relationships, and I know they're not the same. Like when people are fully co-parenting, they ain't really crossing over to try to be anything to each other. It's just strictly about the kid. Like when I call you, I'm talking about the kid. When you call me, you talking to me about the kid. Like that's co-parenting. So, uh, trying to get your family back and all that shit. No, that's not part of co-parenting, baby. Can we stick to the script? Because that's what I'm gonna tell the motherfucker. Like, baby, and sometimes you just gotta X people out away from you. Like you had to pick them up at my mama's house. The fuck you had to pick them up at my sister's house this week because I don't want to fucking see you. I'm trying to heal. The fuck. Sometimes you just gotta get dramatic about some shit. Not necessarily cut him out because you can't never do that. You never want to get better and be like you're not seeing the baby. Not unless it's a good physical reason why. But shit, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But as far as healing goes, you gotta do what you gotta do for that too. I'll be like, yeah, you can get your son. That's fine. You just got to meet me at my mama's house today at 5. I'll be there dropping off at 4. Scared out that bitch. Because you ain't going to see me at all. Go get your son. Holler at me when you dropping him off. I'll meet you there. And every time you say you dropping off at 6, I ain't pulling up to 7. Because I know you trying to wait on me. That sometimes it's fucked up. It is because the world is like that. But sometimes you gotta handle people like that because you know how they are. You know what kind of energy they bring, just to avoid the bullshit. Ain't that crazy? All you gotta do to avoid bullshit to these days, like being cordial ain't enough no more. Motherfuckers is dipping it. They doing them the most. Motherfuckers barely know you. They just know you got a destiny with the motherfucker that they want to spend their life with. And now they about to try to do something towards you that really could fuck you up. And they don't even know you. They never took the time to see if you was worth being a good friend or any of that shit. Not that it would matter because destiny is destiny. Oh, you ain't do shit. Now they ain't really do shit, but what? Get themselves a bunch of nasty ass karma for how many lifetimes? I don't know, but I don't know. People gotta do what they gotta do. They got the mentalities and perspectives that they got. They gotta do what they gotta do. Tell me about clinging. The Empress. Yep, there's an Empress here, or the mother of the children. That's what she represents too. But it's definitely a twin flame Empress here. There's one half of the twins. She's clinging on to something that's keeping her trapped in her mind from fire. It's something on her mind. Cause you've been acting different lately, girl. Somebody got something. Somebody's dealing with somebody. Uh, but something's on your mind and you're not expressing it, but you just switched up on a person. And maybe you just need to talk about it. Maybe you just need to let it out your chest, express it, sit down, talk something. Something's got to happen because um, I don't know what you got going on in your mind, baby, but you need clearly some answers, or you need to let it out, express somebody, or let somebody know where you at with it, where you stand with it, so that maybe they could give you some other perspectives to add to that, or give you an explanation as to why, or what, or how, or when, or where, whatever it is that's got you thinking, that you're holding on to mentally. Anyway, you're changing up on a person that you've been rocking with, but something happened and you're switching up. Instead of like speaking about it so y'all can try to fix it or balance it out, you're just, excuse me, holding on to it and keeping it on your brain and switching up, but you never bother to talk about it. I feel like that could be handled a little better, baby, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. But that ain't the best way to handle it. I'm just telling you. It's a more balanced way to handle that. Like to express what you got going on in your mental with whoever it is that you're dealing with, that you're switching up on. Um, okay, now back to what I was talking about before. That's a part of a story for somebody that needed to hear, right? So, but I'm gonna go back to what I was on before that. Um, the woman, this is what I was talking about before that, was that there's a woman clinging on to something that happened between her and another person in the past. And I feel like this is causing her confusion when it comes to possibilities that she could have in the future. And in some cases, it's supposed to, because you're what it's boiling down to is you and your beauty, right? It's like what it is. Some people be saying, um, bring, you know how people be, it's a saying as far as like bringing things to the table, and it's referencing what you offer in a relationship or what you offer, period. So um it's more of a reference, like, though, you being the whole table, right? You bringing the table to put up to begin with. Without the table, it won't be shit to be put on it. So somebody need to get themselves more credit, is what's being said there. Somebody need to give themselves more credit, address their crown. I don't know what it is, but you ain't giving yourself credit for the beauty that you hold. And I feel like if you when you do, or if you just look at it the way that they are trying to get you to look at it, then it'll make all this more easier for you. Oh, that's good, Sarah. Sometimes you need a release. You gotta let it out. Can't keep stuff bottled up, because the next thing you know, an explosion happens. Talking about the Eight of Swords. I want to know what's on the mind. What's keeping somebody in these thoughts? And that's also the person trapped. That person, whoever that person that did that spell, is somebody's actively trapped behind that shit. Clinging on, trapped. The Five of Cups. I can't take it in reverse since I picked it up off the floor, but the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. Oh. What was that? Oh. The Eight of Pentacles to the Star. This is putting the work in the heel. Putting the work in the heel something. Bringing in defensiveness. Because somebody's being treated like an option. So, but then it's the King of Pentacles here, who's the wounded warrior. Nine of Wands to the Five of Cups, because the past disappointed him. But even though the past disappointed him, he still focused on it. Clinging, memories. So that in some cases it became this Empress's problem, or this is what this is what it is. Look, because on the bottom somebody's constantly, I don't know if they're actively doing it, but they working hard. What's the word? They put a word there. Whatever, I ain't gonna get caught up on them. They're working. They're working hard to get to heal something, to fix something, to have a wish. Bless me. Baby, be blessed with something. Yeah, that had been happening to me lately. So, but then there's the defensive energy here because of the Seven of Cups. Either there's confusion, illusion, or somebody's been treating somebody like an option. And that's what we'll go with. Because then we got the Eight of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. You alright, puppy? The King of Wands to the Devil. Somebody's in their toxic energy. Or they're dealing, I don't want to say they are, or they was, or I don't really know which part of the timeline this is for somebody, but it's some toxicness here with the King of Wands, which caused a juggle. Somebody brought juggling energy to their union. So this is what the Empress is in her head about. That there's a masculine energy who was wounded by the past, but even though they was wounded by the past, they continue to try to put the work into fixing it, healing it, making it a wish, whatever. Now at this point, the Empress is feeling like she's got to protect herself. She's defensive because who the hell you think you are to be treating me like an option? I'm an Empress. And so in the sense, she's feeling betrayed, like somebody try to juggle her union. And I don't know if it was a juggle of the union, but I feel like somebody should have been careful what they took for granted. See, somebody spent all their time trying to fix some shit that didn't mean a fuck ass thing, while they got a whole Empress sitting here behind them waiting on the cup. Like, and now they're trying to turn around and focus on this Empress, and this Empress is trapped in her head like, baby, I don't know, you done working? How do I know you ain't gonna go back and start trying to work on some shit that you couldn't stop looking at? How do I know you ain't gonna, like, you know what I mean? At some point, this Empress seen what it was from this masculine, right? So now he can see what it was with this Empress. And it was well underestimated, baby. So you think the memories in the past mean anything no more? No, they don't. But that's not, you're not gonna see it that way. You're not, this, yes, Spirit, it's all coming together. The beauty of yourself, baby, outweighs all of this. Do you know that on the inside? You probably do. But are you looking at it like that? No. You're looking at it like, nah, motherfucker, you went back. Let's just call it an X, because who you keep looking back at, that's only where the X's be at. So let's say you constantly, whoever this King of Pentacles is, whoever he is, you wounded by the past, but you constantly looking at it. That's how when dudes come over and pillow talk about their ex, oh, that motherfucker this and that motherfucker that. Next thing I know, you're leaving me for the motherfucker you've been talking about. Oh, that motherfucker. Oh, okay, yeah, that. No, don't like it. Anyway, but people do it, right? So the person's been wounded so much about the past that they can't stop focusing on. Boom. But that's where the Empress got drug in, right? So he comes in, y'all make some type of connection, right? He ain't in the Empress skin. He might be the Emperor, but he ain't in the skin that he needs to be in. I'm just saying. So we connect somehow. You talk shit about whoever you talking about, or that's the only way I'm gonna know that somebody hurt you in the past, or unless I'm intuitively just got my got my intuition on your ass 24/7. No, somebody's gonna give you some type of information, and if they leave out some, that's where you'll piece the bits together intuitively, right? Now, the person's working and working, healing, whatever they're trying to do, right? So this is where the Empress gets offended, and she starts getting guarded, protecting herself and her energy, because did you treat me like an option? Hello, I'm an Empress. Like, it's not funny, but I don't know. I just tell people I can be a narrator. So you keep working, you realize at some point that that's not where you even supposed to be working at. You too busy focused on the past that you can't see the blessing behind you. Can't see the two cups back there because one of them belong to me, baby. Hello. I don't know how to whistle. So the person couldn't see clearly. They focusing on shit that don't matter. So at some point, it's gonna be removed because that's how the Lord works. He's a jealous God. If he tell you, it's like, hey, the star, it's anything attached to the star's destiny. It was written. Okay, so if the Lord is saying, hey, you need to do this, and the person can't do this because they too busy focused on this right here, then the Lord will destroy that. Not necessarily like destroy it, but destroy it as far as get rid of it, because you're focusing on, you're treating something right here as more important than whatever he got going on or whatever he got going on for you. When they say God is a jealous God, they not lying. Okay? So then he'll move all that shit out your way. Now what you gonna focus on? You ain't got nothing more important. Ain't shit there to focus on because I took it all away. So now get over there and get focused on what I told you to do. That's how the Lord do it. Okay? I'm just saying. I had experience with it. So so then something happens at some point where the King of Pentacles realizes, oh fuck. This was the lucky charm. This was the prize. This was the golden ticket. I don't know how they end up realizing it, but that's how they end up realizing it, and this is what bringing them back around. They had to go through some type of lesson, though. You can't just be fucked up and like not do no healing and just spin back around and come. It won't work like that. It needs to be balanced. Like, and if people are still in toxic energy, then they won't be able to show up in a balanced form. It just won't work. You need to be a balanced energy, bringing in balanced energy. If you all in the shadow side bringing in, that's just gonna fuck up the union. It's gonna unbalance it. It's not. We're gonna come in being lovey dovey and we're gonna lead this bitch in a war. I'm just saying. So the Empress just started defending herself because somebody, from her perspective, got her twisted. She ain't no option out here. And what you mean? It ain't never no time where it's an Empress and any other bride lined up to it, comparing to an Empress, and the Empress ain't gonna come out on top. She might not get picked first. I don't like how that sound. But she gonna come out on top. She might not get, I mean, by the time you want to pick her, you be lucky if you can pick her. I mean, I don't know if all the stories go like that, all the twin flame situations, but I know a lot of the time the Emperor be lacking, or the Empress, because sometimes it's her. They be lacking it. You can't tell them nothing. They don't be in tune with their intuition. Whole time they go through all this, motherfuckers try to help them all along the way. It's like that one story. I don't know. I don't want to quote it because I don't really know when the person was in the water on a rock or something, and a boat came, a helicopter came, an airplane came, and then he drowned. And then he said, "Lord, I prayed. Why did you come?" And he told the dude, "I sent a boat, an airplane, and a helicopter." It's something story like that. So it's basically, I don't know, people ain't having no faith. Because they're acting, I don't know if you're feeling like going, if he went there and he said, "Lord, I prayed, why didn't you come and get me?" Well, he sent 3 things to help you and you didn't take either one of them. So somebody need to turn up their intuition, or they need to get a little bit more in tune, because ain't no way you missed all those signs. And didn't know that they were signs. Didn't trust them. I'm talking about you waiting on the Lord, and the Lord is here now. Like, oh, okay. Do what you gotta do, baby. Something about memories. Oh, there you go. Stuck in the past. The Emperor. To the 4 of Pentacles, who was holding on to memories. And now he's stressed out about that very same fact, that he was holding on to memories. You doing all that stressing about whatever is going on back there. Your happiness was taking place right behind your back. But you couldn't focus because you too busy looking at the past. Oh, that must be eating him alive at this time. And he couldn't even see it. That's the moon energy. You can't see shit in the moon. The moon is everything below the surface. It ain't surface yet. The only way you gonna know is your intuition, baby. I'm just saying. So the memories. Clarifying the Emperor. The Emperor's dwelling, reminiscing, bittersweet on the past that he keeps holding on to, 4 of Pentacles. But he don't got the knowledge. He don't see what it is that he need to see. Something's below the surface. Something's still unknown. It's like 4 of Swords energy. The truth is still haven't came out yet. It's there, but you don't see it. You can probably feel it, but you don't see it. What's the moon? Some unknown. Bam. The Lovers. Ugh. Damn. You should have known better than to think I would leave. You should have known better than to doubt me. That's the only part that matters. Okay, the rest of that song. I just needed that part. Somebody should have known better than to doubt this Empress. That's what that's about. And she might still forgive him with that song being it. Don't matter if you up, matter if you down. Either way, I'm gonna be around. You should have known that I would stay by your side. You should have known your girl was gonna ride or die. I don't know. Somebody might do got some forgiveness in their heart. But anyway, the moon. Oh, was this person married? The King of Pentacles and now the Queen of Pentacles. That's what I feel like now. Because before he was the Emperor, he was the King of Pentacles. Well, good for them, Charlie, because nobody shouldn't be out here doing none of that shit. They should be staying minding their business. Oh, dang. That's a lot going on. Well, I sending you prayers. I hope all that works out. Yeah, girl. It seems like you got to stand on your own 10 toes and be strong for you. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody got no back. Don't nobody got your back but you. And that's the harsh reality of the world. That you got all this family, all these friends, and don't nobody got your back for real but you. I mean, there might be a few solid ones out there. But it's just you in the end. And the people you find on your soul tribe, I mean, you get come along the way, see all damn it's other motherfuckers out there like me that went through what I went through or is going through what I'm going through. But you might meet a few of them in person, and sometimes you don't. But that's it's still like a spiritual bond. You know what I mean? And you be like, damn, we a tribe out here. Motherfuckers really out here healing. And then you be inspired to keep on going because you ain't crazy. You just got to go to YouTube. Yeah, kind of like that. Baby, I just feel like everybody needs some healing. I'll start there. I mean, not that anything you go through, you deserve to have, right? But first red flag, if I meet anybody who's already been married 3 times before me, I don't want no parts. 3 people don't want to fuck with you no more. Like 3 people. You went through 3 wives. Hell no. Bullshit. Like, no offense, but I just can't. Like, I'm just not going to do it. And it is judging. It is. Because how many times do it take a motherfucker to get it right? At this point, you just marrying for fun. And I got to avoid you, baby. But I'm going to tell you why we don't avoid stuff like that is because the cycles be broken. And until we break the broken cycles, we ain't even know able to tell what a healthy cycle look like. Because from our perspective and how we was raised, we thought that was healthy. But a lot of it, I mean, that's if you know, then you know. If you at to that, if you at the point of that, if you at that point to where you admitted that to yourself and you okay with it, probably even started getting angry at your parent a little bit because it's their fault you fucked up, like then you get it. But if you a person that's on the other side and you in denial, and your parents did the best that they could, but they best was kind of fucked up. It just is what it is. Now that's why we here to break the cycle, right? And sometimes you will be like, damn, you will find yourself upset at your mother or your father. Why? Because you wasn't grandmother or granddaddy. You had the access. You could have done something. You just didn't try to. But then again, people done the best they can, so it'll just keep weighing out in your mind. And in the end, you don't want to hold no hatred or no angriness in your heart. So you end up just forgiving motherfuckers, and either you fuck with them or you love them from a distance. But you ain't gonna be mad at them. The most grateful thing you gonna be for is that healing and that happiness and that wholeness you now feeling because you've been trying to get it for a long motherfucking time, right? And who would have knew that you possessed it all on the inside of you? Nobody knows until you get on the spiritual journey because they don't teach you to get you go need motherfuckers that you gotta depend on this motherfucker and do that mother. That's what the world teach you. And on the spiritual journey, you get taught that you need you. That's it. That's all. And you start giving into it like, okay, well, let me love myself a little bit. You love yourself a little bit, love yourself a lot of bit, love yourself a whole lot of motherfucking bit. Next thing you know, a motherfucker can't tell you a fuck ass thing and they mad about it. You mad because I love myself now. Well, let me give you a little, oh, you don't want my lessons? Okay, baby, to figure it out. Like, people don't want to hear it. But you had to hear it from somebody to figure out how to get there because nobody, we didn't learn it in the beginning. You had to get older. Motherfuckers getting in their 30s and shit just now learning how healthy's supposed to be. Like, hell no, you just know this shit ain't working. This shit ain't working. Like, what the fuck? Next thing you know, it's some spiritual journey out there. And that's how you get to healing. Okay, well, sign me the fuck up. Because, and you get under it. You feel like you dodging darts and shit. Like, I ain't giving up. I'm gonna keep going. I would just take a break over here, Lord. You gotta laugh to keep from crying sometimes. I'm just saying. Baby, I just don't. I feel like my days of crying is over. I got my last little bit of hurt and I ain't taking no more hurt from the world. They can keep that shit in their pocket because they ain't pulling it over here. I just want to smile. I just want to laugh. I just want to be happy and I don't want take them want nobody taking that from me and I ain't losing it for nobody to keep nobody. I'll let everybody go to keep me. And that's when you get where you need to go. Or you at least headed in the right direction. Because I ain't saying I got everything down packed. But I didn't always feel like this. Because I used to be like trying to hold on to people more than I cared about holding on myself. Right? Because I needed these people. So I thought, you don't need nobody but you. That's it. That's all. Even if you're doing it by yourself, like if the Lord put you through a lot, it's because you're a warrior, you're strong, and in the end, you're gonna see that you went through all your trials and tribulations in the beginning, and you can just chill out. Like in the end, you be like, Lord, you be crying and she like, you love me this much. Just saying. No, wait a minute, I ain't still playing it because we got the King of Pentacles here before we got the Emperor, and then we got the Queen of Pentacles. And then the Lovers. And then that's why I said she could have been a little hex thrower. The Queen of Pentacles, she ain't gotta be. Well, she could have been attached to this King of Pentacles, who is also an Emperor and attached to an Empress that ain't her because the Queen of Pentacles is one card and then the Lovers is another. The Queen of Pentacles wouldn't need to come out if she's the Empress already. Because the Empress already made her appearance. Not that this Queen of Pentacles can't be an Empress, but I'm just saying that in this scenario, I don't feel like the Queen of Pentacles is the Empress. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles would have been the person to hold up, stagnate, or block what the Divine Masculine has or headed to be with the Empress. If anything, she would be the one who kept Divine Masculine holding on to the past as a wounded warrior. Matter of fact, there she is right there. She's the past person. But he ain't stressing about the past. He's stressing about the new. He's looking back on how shit took place. Looking at it. Ooh, look at this now. Now he see what the, look at that. Look at the value it's holding now. The Hierophant with the 10 of Cups. Ooh. And then the Tower. Ooh. Ooh. Anytime the Hierophant show up, the commitment is solid. I mean, on a spiritual level. I mean, the Hierophant is the Lord to me in tarot. Okay, so what? We all bowing down to him. So what you talking about? So now they looking back. It's like they're realizing what this is, and then they looking back on how they was to it. And then they start to stress out about how they was, focusing on that past. Hey, Escobar. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, much love back to you, Sarah. At the end of the day, I always look at it for me. Me personally, I got 3 kids. That's what I'm living for. I mean, I'm going to put myself and my needs behind that. But say if I'm out here shopping for groceries, food, a man, I'm thinking of my kids. I'm just saying. I don't care what I'm out here getting, they are mine. Because it don't just be about me no more. And a lot of times, sometimes, not all the time, but it is some parents out there that don't know how to, I don't know why I just keep saying that, but some parents they have a hard time doing that. But the love for you and your baby got to be more important than anything. Okay? Because All the rest of that is not as important as you and your baby. So that's what you're going to have to stand on with all 10 of your toes and 10 of your fingertips, baby, because that's what it's going to have to be for you. What's safe. Sometimes as humans, we got to shut our heart down. And being a Leo, baby. Y'all seem a little feisty. I know y'all do. Once a motherfucker crack open at it and get to the little inside of where the heart be, you got to pry their ass out of there. Because you be sitting there dealing with this, forgiving that, taking this. Telling the motherfucker, I'm going to leave you alone. When you finally turn around and leave a motherfucker alone, they won't be able to get you to turn around and listen, to see, to peek at their ass. Because you ain't going to be trying to hear it no more. Unless you've been holding a spot for them. But other than that, you ain't going to be trying to hear it. The Death card. The Three of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. Something ended. Or I don't know, it could be currently ending now. But some of y'all, it could be different parts of the story for everybody. But something ended or it's ending, right? But then the Three of Cups is here. Something ends. Something reconciles for some type of alignment in a solid relationship. Solid foundation. Some type of stability. That's what's being presented. This is what somebody expressed or is trying to get into alignment with. But then there's a mental confliction. Are you trying to manipulate me? Yeah, like somebody's feeling like you're trying to manipulate them. Could be the Queen of Cups. This could be a Leo masculine, and the Queen of Cups is like, I don't know if I can trust you. Or it could be an earth sign dealing with a Leo. It could be a Leo dealing with an earth sign. It could be anybody dealing with anybody. But it's all going to boil down to this. You won't be able to see clearly. You won't know what to do. You will feel pulled in two directions, but you blindfolded so that you can go with your gut and see what you feel there. Listen to your gut. It will be the calmest place to go. You will find wish fulfillment there, or you'll find some type of loss from dealing with a player when you wanted something solid. So go with your gut, because I feel like it's so whoever it is specifically, you really need to leave a motherfucker alone, but you don't want to. And you know you need to leave him alone, but something you just don't want to. It's in your best interest to leave this motherfucker alone, but you just don't want to. And I get that. I do. Take me a long time to leave a motherfucker alone too, but it used to. That last time it took me a long time to leave a motherfucker alone, it won't no more. Because now I'm not even about to let them motherfucker cross. If the flags are red, I don't take those here. I don't take red flags here. Skirt. Like this ain't Six Flags in this bitch. Skirt. Let's stop it right here, because next thing you know, I'm gonna let you cross. Seen that red flag. Next thing you know, I'm gonna let you in. Now I'm hurt. Now I gotta heal. But I seen that motherfucker red flag and I ignored it. Not no more. Not me. I'm done with that. Okay? Yeah. So moving right along. Somebody feels like, are you manipulating me? That they're mentally conflicted about what you're trying to manifest or what you're using your tools to do. There is a manipulative magician here too, with that energy. But I don't feel like everybody's manipulative. That's why I wanted to address it the way that I did. I feel like there are some people here that are just confused because you betrayed me before in the past. As far as I'm concerned, it was betrayal. And now you're here trying to manifest some shit with me, trying to make something, trying to build something. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know what to do about this. And that would be on the question basis of, have you really changed? Are you really trustworthy? In that scenario. Because it's really a manipulator here too, with this energy. It's somebody trying to manipulate their way into the heart space of another person. But that would be completely different from the story I just got finished addressing. Everybody need to use their intuition, but some of y'all is trying to avoid some liars. And some of y'all just been through a lot with a person, and y'all just trying to really make sure they legit change before you give them a chance, if you give them a chance at all. But your intuition gonna have the answer. It's gonna be different from a lot for everybody. Because you're gonna find yourself feeling confused, uncertain, unclear, unsure as to what you should do or the possibilities that lie ahead. But then you start realizing that you are the star of the show, baby. This world don't spin without you when it comes to this whole situation, okay? Not that the world revolves around you, but in this situation particularly, you are the beauty, right? Graceful, kind-hearted, charming. You are the prize here. And I'm not saying it to say that the other person ain't the prize too. I'm saying it to say that give yourself some credit. A motherfucker would absolutely change their ways for you to not lose you. A motherfucker would absolutely be this and that. And so once you, I feel like once you get there and you step in it, it's just like, I mean, you there, but you just got to put some umph into it. Once you do, I feel like all the rest of that shit is seized. Because who the fuck is better than you? Nobody. Who the fuck is better to an emperor than his empress? Please tell me. Nobody, baby. The emperor, the empress. These are the twins. It don't get no better. So, motherfucker, if they come to you on an unhealed basis, the only thing that can happen is that they'll hit walls and stagnations and blockages that boost them out. You'll keep growing, or they'll keep growing, and you get booted out. Whoever needs to heal, and probably everybody. People separate to work on themselves. You come back, eventually talking again. It probably be one twin that didn't work on themselves, so the other twin gonna get fed up and say, "Fuck this, I'm out of here." Then the other twin not gonna, the one that got left behind ain't gonna like it too well. Cause now they feeling like you looking at them like they ain't good enough. What the fuck you mean? Now they gotta fix theyself and big theyself up and get theyself right so they can pull up like the emperor or the empress that they supposed to. Because and then throughout the healing journey, a motherfucker realized that you was everything that they wanted and they desired. They just didn't know it in the immature moment that they was experiencing. Because they wasn't paired up with their higher self or trying to get where they needed to be. They didn't want what they needed. They wanted what they wanted. The Lord don't give you what you want, He give you what you need. And in the end, it turns out what you want anyway. Because along the journey, you end up getting, your higher self is there with you. So you end up going ways that are better for you versus things that you want. You don't always want them. Shit changes, experiences happen, and you start to see things different. Versus going what you need, eventually you end up wanting what you need anyway. Once you see it the way you're supposed to. So it's always better to go that way. But that be the Lord's plan. That don't be our plan. We be trying to do things the way we want to do things. Be all lost in the sauce. Tell me about confusion. So now we at the point to where trying to balance things out with you, trying to fix things out with you, trying to bring you back into my life. I'm confused as if I can get any type of victory out of this. Any reward, recognition, or is it going to be anything? Like, that's what somebody's trying to see now. And it's balancing things out with you going to bring me stress again? Or is it going to actually be a victory this time? And then they look back on what you already been through. Or look back on something that somebody said to them in the past. Something hurtful was said to somebody. The Strength card. The Seven of Swords. The Four of Cups. That's why I said it's going to be several people confused, but just please, 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 please listen to your intuition. Because some of y'all will end up going back and forgiving this person. And if you end up being that type of person to go back and forgive this person, it's only simply because the King of Pentacles stopped being the King of Pentacles and stepped into being the Emperor the way he's supposed to. That's the only way. I'm talking to those people. Now I ain't talking about the people who are sitting here. You're confused still. Because you don't know. You're thinking the same thing that this Empress is thinking, but your person is manipulative. They're not honest. This is somebody you're gonna have to be real strong against because they smooth with their shit too. Because their intentions is to not miss out on this opportunity because I feel like they came across how valuable it is. But the problem is they not right about it because they're trying to, instead of being honest and going out there and fixing themselves, they're trying to do whatever it takes to be sly, to be slick, to make sure they don't miss out on the opportunity. And that's just not the highest way to go about it. They're going to end up under judgment and learning things. That's why I said they're going to end up, it's very tired. They're going to tire the shit out this person because they're being manipulative. They're being dishonest. They're being deceptive. And it's causing you to have to be strong Because the person know that you feel some type of way or you got feelings of love. And their only intentions is to not miss out. Now, I'm sure they care because why would not missing out be so important if they didn't? Unless you got some money. I mean, some people be all about money. So, but this is somebody's making it hard. They're making it require more strength. But they're going to hit a tower. The universe is coming through to break that up. Put their ass right under judgment and teach them a little something. They about to learn today. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. With that, they'll take some type of loss. And that's what you call balance. Somebody could be dealing with a Libra. Or a Leo woman's dealing with a Libra. And it don't have to be a Libra. It can be Aquarius, but it feel like it's Libra. Somebody gonna do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, but they only gonna do it after they take a loss. And I feel like it's a major one. They're gonna take a loss, they're gonna learn their lesson, and then they're gonna pull back up at your doorstep. I'm hearing that. I like that song. But the Beyonce song, you know that it ain't no Texas. What she say? This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold'em. Lay your cards down, 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 down. I like that song, especially that part, cause it's like metaphors. I just like metaphors anyway. But she's saying, baby, we ain't playing poker. Put your cards on the table. Let me see ya. Don't hide shit. Put your cards on the table. Lay them bitches out so I can know everything I need to know. This ain't Texas. And ain't no hold'em. And cause baby, hold'em means that you hold back. Cause when you hold and you ain't when you hold in poker, it's just like you just gonna stay there, right? Or you gonna keep your card. The cards that you got, you're gonna keep them in that moment because eventually everybody got to lay the cards down but when it ends. But holding is you don't like you can hit. You can do a hit or you can hold, right? You don't have to hit because if you hit a card, it's gonna flip over. You're gonna take it, or if you hit yourself or some shit. I might be mixing this up. Wait a minute, because I'm having a hard time explaining it. So you get two cards, right? Say you get two cards, but it's gonna be five. It'll be cards down there at the dealer. I'm trying to mix it up with Tom, but I think they only flip like two or three of the first, and then when you hit, they'll keep flipping over two more. But the object is to try to find you a pair, a two pair, a flush, a straight. Like it's a lot of different spreads that you can find, but none of that really matters. The point is that you can hold or you can hit. But she telling the motherfucker, this is not no poker. Do not hold. Put your cards down. Because people be holding information instead of laying the cards on the table. Laying your cards on the table is a metaphor for putting everything out there, telling the truth, telling people everything it is to know about you, so that later on it won't come up and question it. Now people are like, well, what was that? What is this? Ain't nothing to ask, ain't nothing to question because you laid everything out on the table. So, boy, that was difficult to get through. I couldn't explain that shit for nothing. Yeah. So clarifying possibilities. I got the Chariot, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Then I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Some come pour some sugar on me, honey, do. I think that's how the other person will feel. I guess they have to fix it up then. Clean it up, do some work. Eight of Cups walked away. When the Eight of Cups shows up, somebody walked away. It's because emotionally they're not being satisfied and there's something better out there for them. So why stay where emotionally you're not being satisfied or served when you can go somewhere else that will fulfill your wishes? Nine of Cups. So somebody walks away from something that's not emotionally serving them. But where they go to? What do they walk? That's the bottom. I shouldn't clarify that. But it's like a walk. I don't want to. It's giving either somebody's walking away from a relationship or they're walking away from something that's in the way of them obtaining this relationship. I just can't see which one it is. So some people somebody's leaving that past behind. Oh, the past that they was clinging on so hard too. But that happens with healing, right? Only healing, when healing takes place, that's when you want what's best for you. So you stop taking stuff that emotionally don't do nothing but hurt you. You stop dealing with that because you don't deserve it. But what's in the way of the relationship or of the union? Something's in the way of the union. Somebody could still be entertaining a past person out of convenience. Somebody's had time to reflect over something, to gain a new perspective about a love situation, or this love situation. And now they're burdened by the fact that they've been taking so long to close a cycle, to become solid when they were non-committal or didn't show up. It's a lot going on. So, because the chariot, that's moving forward, balancing the balance of light and dark, conquering, overcoming, being victorious. The chariot is all of that. But the chariot don't look backwards. That's the thing about the chariot. So in a sense, that would be a good thing for the masculine who's not looking back if they couldn't stop looking back. And yeah, they're not looking back. The chariot to the three of wands, that means somebody's only looking towards the future. The future and what they're going to build in the future. Somebody's finally starting to look at the two of cups from that five. But where's the two of cups now? Where's the two of cups now, Spirit? Aww. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey. Dude, there go the cup. What she say? This a real live boogie in the real life? I don't know. My daughter know that song. I don't like the fact that the devil came out with it. I feel like it's a little bit obsession on the love, but it's there. Somebody obsessively wants that cup that you hold in Queen of Wands. There's the King of Swords. He looking really rich. But he feel like you his Queen of Swords. We would know that you're not a sword, but when I see the suit, like the Queen and the King of a suit, somebody's going in a relationship or they belong in one. But the Queen of Swords is also clear. She requires truth and honesty. And somebody's finally ready to meet you on your truth and honesty level by doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Only after they took a loss that forced them to walk away from things that don't serve them emotionally anyway, forcing them to be happy. Because if it was up to them, they would have kept choosing to hurt. And that's what I mean when I say the Lord had to force me to take the good life. That right there. Not now. Somebody ain't looking back. They're looking back. They're looking towards what's supposed to be built towards in the future. Wish fulfillment. But they being weighed down. Something's weighing heavy on them. Somebody's wanting to conquer or overcome or be victorious when it comes to possibilities of wish fulfillment or building wish fulfillment. But they're weighed down with the burdens as well. So they weighed down with the burdens of the fact that they even got to offer this pentacle in that direction in the first place. That they even got to be the one fixing or solidifying this union, but they the one that broke it, right? Yeah. The Hierophant's here. The union's here. It's all there solidly. But they're stressed because you at the crossroads. While they pulling up, putting their heart out there. I mean, but pride don't get to be here, so they get to just stress. I mean... But then you at the crossroads over here. And remember, I told you, do what your intuition told you. The competition is hurt, baby. The past person, they hurt. That this king walked away and all they love is being held up for somebody else. Especially if it's a water sign. Whoever this person is trying to compete with you and do all this juju and shit to keep a motherfucker from going to their destiny, they about to be hurt and disappointed, baby. Whoever this past person is, they disappointed. Why? Because that masculine still walked away from what didn't serve him. And all that love was boiling over for somebody that he wasn't speaking about. Not the person he walking away from, clearly. Somebody's emotionally matured from this situation. And not only have they emotionally matured, but they got the lesson and realized how good they are on their own. New perspective introduced. And that's what led them back here. Because now they can see the beauty in you that you see in yourself, that you're going to be giving yourself a little bit more credit for here lately. Because, baby, you make the world go around in this twin flame here. And sometimes you start second guessing, dealing with that emperor. Sometimes he got a way of getting up in your head, making you feel like you ain't nothing. But he was wrong, baby. He was wrong. You all that. And he didn't even know it. But he know now. Some of y'all gonna be like gorilla in this bitch. Make his ass stand on that. Now his ass can't stand me now. As fuck, I'm lit, yeah. I don't smoke no swishers. No. You said this, and this made me feel this small. I'm not fucking with you. Like, and in the end, if that's people's karma, that's what they'll get. They'll end up left out in the cold. Because they took too motherfucking long. And in some cases, they won't. The truth. The underlying truth has now been exposed. And the beauty's out there. Somebody gonna see it, understand it, wrap their mind around it, and never take it for granted again. If you just give them the chance. Because the cycle is complete. For whoever the king... Look, he keep hanging out. For whoever this King of Swords is, he doing his thing over there. And that's what he up in this thing to let you know. That's what he wants you to see. He was really hoping that this reading clears his name. I'm like, whoever he is. Because he didn't mind you coming to watch either because he knew he telling you the truth. He know he telling you the truth. He wants you to know he telling you the truth. Air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. He wants you to take a risk with him. But your intuition agrees. Telling you that this could make you happy. It's a risky. You got to take a risk. But somebody will do the right thing because it's the right thing to do because the cycle's completed. The path, the Ace of Wands to the Knight of Cups. Somebody pulling up right. But your intuition is telling you that you're still scared. You still scared to take this leap of faith. And some of y'all asking yourself, why would somebody change for me, baby? Because you the motherfucking Empress, baby. What the fuck you talking about? Probably not many of y'all, but somebody's had you. Like I said, judge y'all mama, okay? The Emperor got a way of getting in your head and taking you off that pedestal that you came in this life on. And I know all about that, so I know how that go. You be motherfucking looking beautiful and shit like that. Crown be sitting high, you looking good. You be a 20, but you be feeling like a motherfucking -8. Because you done let the wrong motherfucker in your house, the wrong motherfucker in your life, the wrong motherfucker in your heart, all because of his title. Or her title. Then you find out, no, I got to shut this shit down. You shut that shit down, you push the Emperor or the Empress out of your life, you go on your own personal healing journey. Because at this point in your journey, you starting to feel like the Emperor or the Empress is more of a op than a partner. So you shut that shit down. You go on by yourself. You might turn around, reach out, or check on progress, or you might not. Some of y'all gonna go on y'all own and say, fuck that, that ain't my partner, that's the ops. And that's just what it'll be. But at some point, the whole conversation everybody will meet back up. This is how I feel. I mean, I don't want to say it's no, but I feel like everybody will meet back up, but they won't be obligated to stay together. But a mutual agreement of that we're gonna go our own way will take place before it just be that, and we'll try it again next lifetime or whenever other lifetime people supposed to get it right. Because everybody don't go in a union every lifetime or even this lifetime. And who knows if I'm going in the union. So what the fuck I'm going to spend my time waiting on some punk-ass twin flame for? When this motherfucker out here breaking their motherfucking neck trying to get my attention at the gas station. For what? I'm just saying, baby, you don't want that seat to scoot the fuck over so I can see the motherfuckers back there lined up. But I didn't always see it like that. I be over here crying because the Emperor didn't want to choose me. But the Emperor going to be the one crying that he didn't choose me. So it's okay with me. Like, but I didn't always see it that way. Me not being picked really bothered me. But it was only the trick. See, that's why I said the Lord was triggering me to see that to show me that it was something in there deeper than pick me type shit. I needed to be picked. Not necessarily by anybody, but when I really cared about a motherfucker, it was a mommy thing, you know. It come from big growing up. When I used to feel like my mama, she always put me last, you know. She ain't really, It wasn't even though your kids should be put first. I don't know what the fuck that means. But I'm grown now, so motherfucker can't tell me shit. Like, and I move, I raise my kids the way I want shit to go now, going forward in the cycle. So, but that's why it bothered me, right? Because it was really deeper issues going on in there than a motherfucker not picking me. There was shit still in there harbor and other around that needed to be addressed. That's why it bothered me. But the fact that I don't take shit personal, that part of the healing is complete. I don't need to be picked. In fact, I need to be left the fuck alone. I need people to stay far the fuck away from me as they can. I mean, like, that's how I see it now. Because a lot of these motherfuckers don't mean you no good. They gonna talk a good game and get up in your face and lie to it. But these motherfuckers don't mean no good. A lot of these people are for themselves. Some of these motherfuckers don't even care about you for real. They gonna come up here and pretend that they got love for you because they seen how great your destiny turned out for you. They seen it. Somebody told them, or they went and got a reading on you for whatever real reason. You going to your reader and wasting your money on me, bitch. The fuck? Like, you should be asking about your nigga. Is he coming home tonight? Because he ain't been home for the last 5 nights. Where the fuck is he? Are you worried about me? Weird ass bitches. See, shit like that just to irritate my energy. And then I just be like, ugh. But they do it. Damn, I've been in here an hour. Well, I must have needed to hear to say what I had to say. I pray for it, and then boom, here it is. And I think, dang, got that time, but it don't really bother me. I was planning to be here anyway, so what? And now I'm gonna go on over to Libra. That's gonna be interesting, especially since it's a Libra in here somewhere hanging out. So what? I'll probably sit here a little bit, puff my blunt a couple times, and then I'll go over there to Libra and start them a video. And then I'm gonna take a break because I'm supposed to move this week. So I'm gonna do it. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I want to try to do that all signs video tomorrow because I know I ain't coming on Thursday. I won't be here, I'm sure. So it's either I'm gonna try to do it on Wednesday or it's not gonna get done. I'm gonna end up not doing it, and I'm gonna window watch the weekend. So, but I'm gonna try tomorrow because I'm pretty sure my schedule's pretty clear. It better be, or the Lord will clear for me. He'll declare that shit out your way that you deem it more important than what he told you to do. I just told y'all that, didn't I? Yep, because he done it to me several times. All right. But thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Keep your crown up, baby. Keep it adjusted. I wish a bitch would. That's what you say. Nobody's trying to take it, but I'm just saying, like, they can't if they wanted to. Just keep it up there. Keep it. Sometimes you got to adjust it because a motherfucker might knock you off. But you get back up and try again, and you realize, damn, the crown is still there with me. Let me dust it off because it always been bling blinging. I always been a diamond, bitch. I just had to get up out the rough. That's what you tell them. So, but, all right. Namaste. Be blessed. Take care of yourself and protect your energy, baby.